Today we got to discuss about the topic cleidocranial dysplasia in disease of bones and joints. Before going to the topic, we need some more basic. Our bone is made up of two types of ossification. One is endochondral ossification, another one is intramembranous ossification. This endochondral ossification is mediated by the cartilages, and this intramembranous ossification is mediated by the mesenchymal cells. We go to the topic cleidocranial dysplasia. It is a autosomal dominant. It is due to mutation in core binding alpha 1 or RUNX2. The role of core binding alpha 1 is osteoblast formation and chondrocyte differentiation. That is, this mesenchymal cells is a universal cells. These cells can change into any type of cells. Particularly, this can change into pre-osteoblast. That is, the transformation of pre-osteoblast is done by this RUNX2. This pre-osteoblast is transferred into immature osteoblast done by RUNX2. This immature osteoblast is turned into mature osteoblast and osteocytes get stopped by this RUNX2. So, at the same time, these mesenchymal cells also transferred into chondrocytes. This immature chondrocytes is transferred into hypertrophic chondrocytes and terminal hypertrophic chondrocytes is done by RUNX2 and RUNX3. At the same time, the chondrocytes get immature chondrocyte 2. Chondrocytes is prohibited by these RUNX2 and RUNX3. For detailed manner, the RUNX2 stop the immature chondrocytes to mature chondrocytes and stimulate the hypertrophic of chondrocytes. At the same time, this RUNX2 stimulate the immature osteoblasts. At the same time, immature osteoblast 2 osteocytes was prohibited by this RUNX2. Mutation in core binding alpha 1, that is RUNX2, leads to arrest both endochondral and intramembranous ossification. As a result, chondrocyte differentiation get impaired. The impaired chondrocyte is due to the failure of cartilage to mature to bone by endochondral ossification. In clinically, abnormalities in skulls also seen. The shoulder became griddle and jaw bones and some are affected. Sometimes the stunting of long bones also seen. Stunting of long bones is nothing but the bones became very shortened. Suture remains open because our suture is made up of the intramembranous ossification. Mesenchymal cells is made up of intramembranous ossification. So there is a defect in the suture. As a result, that remains open. And the Omarian body is also seen in this case. The sunken sagittal suture also seen. Due to as a result, there is a flat skull appearance also seen. The frontal and occipital and parietal bones are get prominent. Underdeveloped paranasal are also seen. That is, the paranasal cells are frontal sinus, sphenoid sinus, ethmoid air cells, and maxillary sinus are underdeveloped paranasal. Sorry, that is get underdeveloped area. So these area are called paranasal sinus, the frontal sinus and sphenoid, ethmoid, and maxillary sinus. The unusual mobility are also seen because the clavicle is made up of the intramembranous ossification. So there is a defect result, unusual mobility of the clavicle also seen. Because the patient may able to bring their shoulder forward until they meet in a midline. In oral manifestation, high narrow arched plate are also seen and the actual cleft plate also appear because there is a fusion of palate is due to intramembranous ossification. So there is a defect because the RUNX2, that is there is a mutation in the core binding alpha 1 particularly affect the mostly affect the intramembranous ossifications and lessly affect the endochondral ossification because the RUNX2 activity is more in the intramembranous. There is RUNX2 activity is more in the transformation of immature osteoblast to mature osteoblast by stopping or by stopping that by regulating this activity. But in this chondrocyte, that is endochondral ossification, the RUNX2 is together with RUNX3. So there is a mutation in RUNX2 result a very less reactivity. So there is a more defect in only endochondral ossification, that is intramembranous ossification. Oral manifestation also see underdeveloped maxilla and lacrimal zygomatic bones are also underdeveloped. Delayed eruption of permanent teeth also seen because our tooth is the coronal portion is made up of the osteoclastic activity, and that base of the root is made up done by osteoblastic activity. These osteoclasts get stopped by the mutation in the RUNX2. As a result, there is no osteoclastic activity. There is no osteoclastic activity result. The tooth doesn't get erupted. At the same time, the root doesn't get resorption. So there is no resorption in the root. As a result, there is a retention of the deciduous teeth. At the same time, the delayed in eruption of the permanent teeth. And partial anodentia also seen because the partial anodentia is due to that osteoclastic activity get altered. In radiography, wide open anterior frontanels are also seen, and persistent own bone also seen. Sometimes options are thinning of clavicle. The clavicle is reduced or double fragmented with the midbud being deficient. Delayed in ossification of pelvic bone also seen, and spina bifida occulta also seen because the spina bifida occulta is nothing but there is a fusion of spine is deficient, so the spina bifida occulta also seen in this case. And shortening and broadening of the carpals and metacarpals also seen, especially the carpals and flanges are get very shortened. There is no specific treatment. Multidisciplinary approach will be done, and the written deciduous tooth should be restored. Thank you.